Now Longstaff. Some of that ball in. Dan Burn getting it around the back, and it was patted away by David De Gea.
But to be honest, when Newcastle went short, I was really surprised with the height that Newcastle have inside that penalty area. Dan Burn, Sharp, Botman, all towering over some of those defenders, just as we see that coming together. Callum Wilson, I think he drops the shoulder. Varane sticks that leg. There is contact, there's no doubt about that. Maybe, as I mentioned earlier, that recovering defender Martinez's position does enough to put doubt in the referee and the VAR's minds. Varane's a lucky man.
Fernandez driving at Newcastle. Sancho will pick up the baton here. Sancho!
It was unfortunate, really. Jadon Sancho again. Real pace to the attacks. Manchester United breaking forwards. Look at the numbers. They get into good positions. Sancho one touch, and just that pressure from Longstaff breaking his neck to get back into that position, just to put off the Manchester United winger.
Manchester United were just standing on Newcastle toes there, so Pope decided to go long, looking for Trippier. The header won by Shaw. Gimenez. There's Longstaff. Wilson. Now Sancho. Fernandez. Fred giving chase.
Well, I mentioned Fred being in the team, Manchester United team today, maybe sitting alongside Casemiro and protecting that Manchester United defence, but that's not been the case so far. Still trying to break forward, get into the penalty area.
Erik ten Hag feels he's one of the best at the counter press. He's been hitting the spot in training, has Fred.
Progress as forced him 40 yards before finding Havertz. Well defended by Cash.
Toes right on top of him.
Wilson is standing right on top of De Gea. Gimenez there as well. Looks like it is going to be swung in this time by Kieran Trippier. And it was Cher arriving. David De Gea looking to retreat. Stood his ground and got to it.
That's a real avenue, I feel, today for Newcastle. That 2 deliveries in, 2 clean headers won by Newcastle players inside that Manchester United penalty area. Just the ball didn't seem to fall kindly for one of them to be able to get a real significant effort on target.
Eddie Howe will be encouraged by the start his Newcastle team have made here.
They'll be really pleased. Well, they came out the blocks quickly. They pressed Manchester United in their own half, trying to keep the game in that half of the field, and now they're taking possession of the ball, moving it quickly, utilising the spaces.
Joe Linton. Gimenez. He wants to take the ball in every part of the pitch. Murphy, it's away from Fernandez, and just a jab in the end, which was no problem at all for David De Gea.
Yeah, comfortable save, David De Gea, but Murphy does really well. Bruno Fernandes is all over him, trying to thwart his attack. They're coming together, maybe. An arm catches Fernandes in the head, but no intention from Murphy, just trying to protect the ball, get a shot away.
He's played himself back into contention, Jacob Murphy. It did look at one stage like he was in the departure lounge at St James's Park.
Yeah, he seems to be the type of player that plays with confidence. He needs confidence, he needs to believe in the manager, needs the manager to trust him. And once he does that, he can go out and show what he's capable of, and seems to have developed a real relationship with Eddie Howe.
glimpse there of Erik ten Hag, who is here to rebuild the crumbling empire. He wants his team to play quick football, aggressive football. He has ditched the continuous playing out from the keeper after the first couple of games. Does have his principles, but he's also prepared to compromise in some elements of the game.
You have to. You may have principles, but in a league that is very good, where teams winning the ball back high up from the press, you can't continue to give teams an opportunity.
Fred again taking the fight to Newcastle. Anthony, this is where he's dangerous, however, not that particular time, but that's his favourite place to be on the pitch.
Yeah, for the standards that he's set so far in his Manchester United career, that's a pretty poor effort. Comfortably sailing across over the top of the crossbar.
Harry Maguire is watching on. Little look at his phone there. The ball's out of play. But Anthony scored 36 senior goals, 34 have been with his left foot. So that tells you exactly what he wants to do when he comes inside.
I think fullbacks in particular would be able to stop that when you know what he's going to do, what he likes to do when he's stepping in onto that left foot, but still easier said than done. You have his quality.
Ten Hag just want him to run in behind a bit more, which is exactly what he did to get his goal against Everton. Trippier. Shaw wins the duel again. Fernandes to Casemiro. Anthony, and Burns steps in. Nice touch from Darlow. Anthony with a chance to run here. Sven Botman sliding in. Had to get to it. He did get to it, but he's injured himself in the process.
I think it's a head injury. That's why the referee's quick to stop the game. As he slid through that challenge, he just made contact with the elbow, maybe, of Anthony. There you see quite clearly. No intent on the Manchester United winger, but a clear bit of contact with the head. Really good tackle, actually. Sure, stepping in there as Dan Burn was slightly out of position. Feeling the effects of it.
Newcastle's hierarchy in attendance here. I mentioned before that they are playing against the weight of history. Just the one win here in 50 years. That came in 2013, Johan Gabai's winner. The previous win was 1972, and that was Newcastle.